Hey there everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to take apart and replace the battery on your iPhone 11. Hey there, my name's Sergio with Serge Tech, and in this channel I do tech reviews and tutorials. So if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and do so now. Hit the bell to receive notifications on my future videos. There's going to be links to all the information that I talk about in this video down below in the description. Alright, let's get right to the video now. Alright, so in order to open up your iPhone 11, first thing we're going to do is we're going to remove the two Pentalobe screws at the bottom. So another thing, we are going to have this tool set linked down below in the description where you can get all of the premium tools to repair your iPhone 11 or 11 Pro. So we're going to be using the Pentalobe screwdriver and removing the two screws at the bottom. Put them somewhere organized so that you don't lose them. Once you have the two screws removed, let's go ahead and power the phone off if you haven't done so already. And then what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to give it heat here around the screen assembly, around the corners here, because it does have a small amount of adhesive around the edges here holding the screen down to the frame. So you can either give it some heat with a hairdryer or a heat gun by just moving it around the edges here to loosen up the adhesive, or you can go ahead and set it flat on a hot plate, which is what I prefer to use. So let me go ahead and show you. This is the hot plate here. I set it to about 100 degrees Celsius and then just place the iPhone flat on it for a few minutes until it's hot enough to where you touch it and it burns just a little bit. So you may want to use some rubber gloves so that once you grab the phone now, since it is going to be a little bit hot, so that you don't burn your hands. So once the phone is hot enough, go ahead and grab it, and we're going to go ahead and use this suction cup, place it towards the bottom here of the screen, and we're going to lift up on it until we see a slight opening. Once you see that slight opening, we're going to insert this prying tool in between the plastic frame here of the screen and the metal frame bezel. So as you can see, there's a slight opening there. I was able to wedge it in there, and then we're going to kind of just gently go around it, removing the adhesive that's holding the screen to the housing of the phone. We're going to use this second prying tool to help us out. This is a plastic prying tool, which is a lot safer. So we're going to just go around the entire housing here, the screen assembly of the iPhone. And then once you have most of the screen lifted up like this, you can remove the suction cup. So the iPhone 11 screen is going to have the flex cables over here on this side, just like the previous iPhone 10 and 10s. So what we're going to do is we're going to just wiggle the screen to remove the adhesive here at the top, and we're going to lift it sideways to this side. And the iPhone will open up completely. So now the next step is we're going to have to remove these tri-tip screws here so that we can go ahead and disconnect the flex cables connecting the screen to the motherboard. So we're going to be using this tri-tip screwdriver, which comes with the set, to remove the tri-tip screws. And then once the tri-tip screws are removed, you can go ahead and pry up on the metal bracket. All right, so then we're gonna go ahead and disconnect these two flex cables right here, which connect the screen. And then we're gonna go ahead and disconnect this last cable down here, which connects to the ear speaker here on the screen. So if what we wanna do is replace the battery on your iPhone 11, what we're gonna do next is we're gonna have to go ahead and heat it up so that we can soften the adhesive that's holding the battery down to the housing of the phone. Or we can also remove these three stickers right here, pulling on them, and it will remove the adhesive as well, but it will remove it completely. So I prefer to heat it up for a few minutes on the hot plate, or if you don't have one, you can do it with a hairdryer or heat gun back here where the battery is, and then pry up gently on the battery. So let's do that now. Place it on the hot plate for a few more minutes at 100 degrees for about 4 to 5 more minutes. Alright, so once you feel that the battery is hot enough, go ahead and stop heating it. Alright, so use a solid prying tool to wedge up on the battery, and there you go, it will come out pretty easily. As you can see, the adhesive is still holding down the battery, so we're gonna go ahead and just cut this out, and then the battery will come out completely. So there you have your iPhone 11 battery. So make sure you go ahead and place the adhesive back on as well as you can so that it can hold the new battery down in place. So then once you're ready, go ahead and place the battery back into the iPhone, position it correctly. Then go ahead and grab your screen assembly, and let's go ahead and connect the flex cables here for the screen. We're gonna connect this one up here at the top first. Let's go ahead and connect the two flex cables down here for the LCD. And then let's go ahead and connect the battery flex cable connector. And then finally, let's go ahead and place all of the brackets down here and the tri-tip screws. And then let's go ahead and grab this metal bracket right here and place these screws on as well. And once you have all of the tri-tips on the bracket back on, we can go ahead and close the phone up. So we're gonna close it from the top first. So position the top in first like this, push it in at the top. And then we can go ahead and pushing it in on the sides first and then here at the bottom. And there you go. Go ahead and place the two Pentalobe screws back in at the bottom. And there you go. That is how you would take apart and replace the battery on your iPhone 11.